In my early 20s, I recall having a woman's attention. I informed her that she is not my type and I would never date her. I truly would have wanted to have sex with her. Then, in a fit of rage, she insulted me. Then I told her that I could use some smooth talking with her, took her out to dinner, got into her trousers, and then said I wasn't interested in anything other than sex. In retrospect, I realized that I had the opportunity to take advantage of the woman and have sex with her since I was aware of her attraction to me and her willingness to have sex with me. After being enlightened, I realized that I failed the dump test. Nowadays, the majority of personal relationships start on the first day, if not immediately, and if you don't have sex with her as soon as she permits it, you've pretty much failed the sheet test. If you wait to have sex with her until you are positive that she is interested in you, she will view you as a coward for being honest. Nowadays, being honest and caring is viewed as bad behavior. I would have passed the sheet test if I had seized the opportunity because I was aware that she had feelings for me. Instead, I was straightforward and honest when I invited her out for sex. I'd ought to have never done that. I'd ought to have approached her and kept looking forward. I should have taken the initiative and never asked for permission before moving in. If she says no or pushes me away, then I back off. Gents, a woman will perceive you as lesser if you are honest with her because a strong man will take what he wants. You must never reveal your power to her. You simply assume power. You mustn't genuinely tell her what's on your mind. Never express your feelings because it's better to keep them to yourself. You failed the sheet test once more if you confess your love to a woman because doing so implies that you are weaker than she is. An understanding develops in a man's life even after we realize that 90% of our interactions with women are sheet tests designed for us to pass or fail. We ponder the question, what's the point of existence if all I have to do is pass one sheet test after another to avoid having a woman walk all over me? I'm aware that some of you will tell me that you need to act like a real man, put women in their place, and uphold your manhood. First off, I don't believe that every male is conscious that every encounter with a woman is actually a test of his masculinity. Second, if a man knew, his natural inclination would be to succeed in every test by demonstrating his manliness. Unfortunately, he cannot because the odds are against him under the law, and any behavior that even hints at harassment will result in a man being jailed, even when the lady starts it and even enjoys it. Then there are sheet tests where you pass but still get a failing grade. For instance, you would consider it a sheet test if a woman asks you to have sex without a condom. Even if you pass that test and get her pregnant by removing your condom, you will still lose. Other sheet tests that you feel you have passed include standing up for your values as a guy and then having a lady dump you. She might admire you for being firm and putting your foot down. She will still throw you out if your actions, however, make it more likely that she won't get her way. Additionally, if you have sex with a lady soon after getting your meter and pass her sheet test, you might not have actually learned enough information about her. Furthermore, you're not sure if she's crazy or not. You don't dick in crazy. However, you fail the sheet test if you procrastinate too long before sticking your dick in a lady. Because some sheet tests are so unfair that even if you pass them, you still fail. I think that it doesn't matter who really cares. I also discovered that failing the sheet tests a woman puts you through doesn't necessarily mean she won't be with you. Rather, it figuratively implies that she doesn't respect you. The real test for the majority of guys is whether they prefer respect over getting laid. The answer is plain to see, and today, we can see it everywhere. To have sex and be fairly certain that she won't be able to simply replace them, guys would choose to flunk the sheet test a woman is sending their way and date a lower status female. To keep a higher status girl relatively comfortable being with him, a guy must pass all the requirements if he wants to date her. Sometimes I run into guys like that. Every sheet test their wife puts in front of them, they pass. But it doesn't stop there because they constantly have to pass tests she puts in front of them. As a result, a guy can never unwind and gradually develops paranoia. Every single time, the husbands of my female friends pass the test. However, anytime I ask them a straightforward question, they immediately go on the offensive and act as though I'm putting them to a sheet test too. They begin to view every interaction with everyone around them as a sheet test that they must pass, and because of their constant bad mood, they are unable to develop any real relationships with the men and women in their lives. Their wives would essentially lose respect for them if they began to form genuine connections and began to feel emotions. However, they must portray to the world that they are either emotionally distant or angry to maintain this distance. The decision is obvious. They either lose the ability to have true human connections while still being feared and revered by their wives, or they can maintain these ties while still running the risk of losing their wives. It doesn't matter if a man is emotionally detached but still passes all the sheet tests, because you can leak him regardless of whether he acts precisely like a woman wants him to. Therefore, passing your test does not guarantee that she's going to stick around. Anyway, that's all for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It motivates me to create more content for you. See you next time. Cheers.